It's a beautiful rendition of this song. It's very echoey, very full, you know? It's great that they brought this back. I will say this game really does does like to just hit you with the remember Ocarina of Time every so often. This is like, I would say the Lost Woods, Sacred Grove, I mean with Skull Kid and the Lost Woods theme, and then obviously the Temple of Time being depicted in such a way, and having the Temple of Time theme pick up like this is obviously the largest signifiers. But I think it's not. I think people still. I still believe that people get it wrong though when they say that all this game is an attempt to recapture exactly what Ocarina of Time was. I think this game captures what was great about Ocarina of Time, while also expanding on it greatly, and also becoming its own thing. For example, going through the stained glass window that Navi disappeared in to reveal an entire whole other section of temple, to reveal that this temple is the same type of temple as all the temples that we've been through so far. That's something special. So let's just jump right in. I love this place. Temple of Time is super cool. Now, it is just a temple like everything else, but I think the fact that... But again, the context heightens it, because this isn't just a temple. This isn't just, oh, this is the Shadow Temple. This is the Water Temple. This is the Fire Temple. No, this is the Temple of Time. This is an iconic location that that we had only ever seen like very small portions of, and then to reveal that it is as extensive as a temple, which would make sense because every other temple that we've seen in the Zelda games are very expansive, very maze-like, huge, massive structures to try to navigate through, right? So to reveal that, of course, the Temple of Time would be no different, if not even more expansive. So it is both a very classic Zelda dungeon, even more classic than any of the other temple-esque areas in this game, while also doing its whole own thing, right? Because it harkens back a lot to, like, looking at the architecture, the symbology, the designs of things. It harkens back a lot to the Tower of the Gods, which makes sense, because this is a structure that was devised for like a very similar purpose. Link, don't you think there's something about that odd about that statue? In the grove, in the temple entry, there were always matching ones on each side, but there's only one here. Why don't you use your senses to try to take a look around? I'll do just that. And not to mention, we also get little statue guys again, just like in Wind Waker. So harkens back to Wind Waker, harkens back to the to Ocarina of Time. It's great. I love it. I think the added context makes this a very cool... I mean, having the Temple of Time itself be a dungeon in your Zelda game was a bold choice, and I think it paid off, because I think this place is very cool. Also, like, just being not something built into a mountain buried underground. This is a structure, right? And you can kind of feel that it's very clean, a lot of marble and stone, like clean cut stone used into it. You could tell it was a very much a Hylian, prim, proper, pristine kind of look to it. It doesn't feel, and since obviously we went back in time to enter it. We're back in time right now, right? Which is also something crazy to consider. So it's in very good condition, which is usually not the case when we go to certain temples. Usually when we go into temples, they've been long abandoned, or they're just dilapidated, or they've been recently torn down for whatever reason, or used for evil purposes. So seeing a temple in such pristine condition is rare, to say the least. But yeah, you can definitely tell the Hellions have a certain knack for, like, they like their very extravagant sort of design, I would say, unlike the other types of temples that we've seen. That's for sure. Anyways, let's get to it. And fueling this leg of the adventure, we have another terrible concoction. I have, not terrible, actually. I mean, I used to do, when I would go out and eat at, fast food places, I used to go to the soda machine and do suicides. Oh. I knew it. There was one more here originally. We need to find the other statue in this temple that matches that one. Indeed we do. I'm surprised we're even allowed to be in here, like, as Wolf Link. That kind of shocks me. Oh. Compare my wee lad. Oh, this guy's a lot heavier than I thought. I don't know why I thought this guy was going to be the lightest thing in the world. It's made out of stone. Oh, there we go. Oh, also, last time we got an upgrade for our wallet, so we can finally carry more money. We don't have to worry about wasting it for another 1,000 rupees. Granted, I don't think there's like a point to have more rupees at this point. We spent all the rupees we'll ever need. Okay, now this is different. Normally we have to go out and find you, Uku, but last time Uku and Uku Jr. just sprinted in right before the moment we opened this place. Not so fast. At last, this is it. This is where I've been trying to get to. Oh. The ancient technology of our people sleeps in this place. We've searched all over, and now we're so close I can smell it. Once we find that thing, we can go home at last. Oh, gracious, yes. Young man, we're so close, so please help us find what we're looking for. Oh. Well, we've finally helped, we actually inadvertently helped Uku find the place she was trying to go to. It would actually make sense that she was specifically going to, like, the most ancient tombs and dungeons she could get to. Although, the Snow Peak ruins, that was kind of just a mansion, but it was clearly connected to the Hellions. Whoa. Camera does not like it. Oh. We already need a key. Oh, duh. Obviously. And guess what we're doing? Man, we use the freaking lantern more than we use, like, some of the items that we get. We've used the lantern, like, 3 times more than we used the boomerang. We're gonna use it 10 times more than we're ever gonna use the ball and chain, that's for sure. Small key. Hooray! Yeah, so wherever Uku, well, actually, no, we already know that we need to eventually go to the sky. We've seen pictures in the Snow Peak Temple, or ruins, of, these guys are called Young Goma, apparently, which I love the fact that, yeah, we're gonna see pretty soon that the theme for the Temple of Time, for some reason, is spiders. And I don't know why. It's pretty awful. It's pretty awful. It's pretty uncomfortable, and I don't like it. Now, oh, that does work. I did not think that that would specifically work there. Um, okay, so note to self, don't just destroy every single pot. Oh, also, if you thought that maybe like this was some sort of like subspace, this should be the fact that there's light coming through the windows should be an indicator that no, this is very much we are just back in time. We're in the original Temple of Time. Because ultimately, what better place? That's actually a really cool idea. What better place to hide an important piece of a mirror than locking it behind a sword that can't be touched by evil after sending it back in time to a time before people would even consider needing the pieces of the mirror. It's I'm trying to make sure to like use all the hidden skills we've got, just because it makes combat look a lot flashier, and it's fun. I mean, a lot of them are pretty useful. They're pretty nice options to have. Also, if you like combo a lot of stuff together, it makes the combat just flow. Please, oh please, in Tears of the Kingdom, have something like the hidden skills. I would absolutely love that. Ooh, didn't think I'd be able to hit that. Oh, and now we have this game's versions of Armos, which are... Oh, I always thought that was just faces. Those are actually a mouth depicted there. You can definitely see where they, I like how more and more, when depicting Armoses throughout the games, they make them, or depicting anything that involves the goddesses and Hylia and the ancient Sheikah tribe, more and more, they start to make things more and more futuristic. Until eventually you have Breath of the Wild, where it's like, no, this is just ancient, like ancient Hylian technology is just like futuristic technology. Like that, they have tablets and they have robots that are just like straight up robots and drones and stuff. And they always call them something different. They don't just call them robots. They don't just call it like a tablet, but it's essentially what it is. I appreciate that about it. You know, it makes the Zelda universe feel. It's a very particular, unique kind of fantasy world, as opposed to just being like, oh, this is like the time of knights and dragons and such things. There's always like little twists here and there. Now, what's interesting is that obviously this would be the place that Uku and Uku Jr. would need to go to, for the simple fact that this was made by the ancestors of Hylians. Oh, I like how those Abimos is like the ones that we saw in the Goron mines, but obviously they look. It's like the same idea, but they look way different. They look a lot more regal, whereas the ones in the Goron mines looked like they were very thick and bulky and very angular compared to these ones. Where these these are like literally looks like an ancient like Greek columns basically. So there's the Poe that we need. So there's gonna be 2 Poes to get in here, 2 stamps, and 2 hearts. So as long as we keep that in mind, we'll be good. Little sloppy. The jump strike is hard to pull off for sure. Oh yeah, I didn't point out. Yeah, we got just all kinds of spiders. We got big furry tarantula spiders. We have tiny little baby spiders. They're all awful. They're all terrible, and I hate it. I hate all of it. So, you know, It's real good. It's real good. Now, something I should point out, though, I don't know exactly what the explanation would be, but the fact that there are so many, there aren't just, like, traps and stuff devised by the Helians who made this place, like the Beamoses and Armoses and stuff like that, but there are, like, clearly other kinds of villains and monsters in here. I would say that amounts to the fact that the mirror piece is in here, and that the mirror piece just attracts evil. Oh, you know what we can do? It's actually kind of hard to get these guys. I don't like listening to them scurry around, though. Oh, there we go. I do like how they have windows that have light flooding in. It makes me it makes it feel like you could like look out into the look out the window and see like Hyrule, like 300 centuries, or 300 centuries, 3 centuries before now. It's cool. Okay, so now we have this wee lad. I do love the way they made the small little statuettes look like now. What's the play? What's the goal? Oh, I probably need to... It was much easier. I just need to put him on the platform and then spin it upwards, huh? I like how the music in this place like maintains a certain amount of tension too. Has like the beats very constant. Oh, I didn't mention, yeah, to fuel this leg of the adventure, I used to do suicides a lot when I was a kid, and I have a bunch of different kinds of soda stored up, so now I just have, I combined Mountain Dew and then Mountain Dew Code Red to make this terrible fizzy caffeined concoction. So, you know, I will probably get heart palpitations by the time I'm done drinking this. But it's fine, it's all good. Thank you kindly. I'm glad I stepped onto that. I didn't know I had to. Oh, let's actually look at the map. Oh. Oh, right, but each floor... Yeah, okay, so 8 floors can seem intimidating, but each floor is, like, only, like, 1 or 2 rooms. A lot of them are transitionary rooms, so... Nothing really to worry about there. Link was looking up at something. I like how the stonework in this room in particular is very very different, a lot more rough. Oh wait, should I be breaking all these pots? I forgot sometimes you need the pots. I'm just, it fights against your urges though. Sometimes you just need to break pots though. Oh no, I got 2 of these guys if I absolutely need them. Okay, I need that for outside. Oh, I'm so happy I don't have to worry about losing money, Oh. Okay. So that's 1. You mark that down. I'm keeping notes so that I don't have to keep referring to the guide. Because here's the thing, right? I don't use the guide to figure out how to do things, especially in dungeons. I haven't been doing that for any of the games. You can believe me or not. I mean, I don't know what would be the point of lying about, what would the point of lying about, about being able to solve Zelda puzzles? Like, I don't know what the point of that would be. But, regardless, so I've been, there's like multiple statues around there. 2 statues there, there's 1 up there. But there doesn't seem to be buttons to push anywhere, right? But yeah, so I haven't been doing that. Oh, there's buttons to push. Oh ho ho. I think we need this temple's item for this. But do you think I can trick it out? Depends. What's my throwing range? That's really good. Hold on, that's actually a really good throwing range. If we stand right here, right on the edge here, right? No. Oh, I forgot you have to move in order to throw it. Link actually kind of shot puts these things. Wait a minute. Wait, did they invisible wall me? Crud. Oh, do I just need to stand up here? Hold on, I really want to see if I can get this. But yeah, I don't like to see the guides that I've been using. I've been using this one site. They have images and stuff like that, and I don't want to be like reminded of things that are up ahead. That kind of happens a lot. Oh wait, that's totally going over it. Maybe if I angle it a little bit more, get it in between the 2 poles that are sticking up. No, they totally invisible walled me. They don't want me to get the goods ahead of time. Wow. Okay, all right, I'll come back. What a shame. Why do you want me to backtrack through the dungeon? Oh, you video game, you and your rules. But yeah, so I've been writing down. I've been looking ahead just to see what how many of each thing there is in the dungeon, and then I've just been, because I've been collecting stuff in the dungeon, except for the pose, because the pose can kind of hide places. But for the most part, collecting stuff in these dungeons is sort of like, you know, just get all the chests. As long as you get all the chests, you should collect just about everything. debating whether I want to start a game and specifically stream it on top of recording these. But I don't know, given that I am one person who has to edit and export and, you know, upload all the videos for just these myself, and I kind of get these in bulk. I don't know exactly what I would want to do. I would want it, I mean, if I'm going to stream something, I'd want it to be long form, which would mean an RPG. Now, my choices, if that's the case, are like, or have it be like a short one-off, like indie game of some sort that I can get through quickly. But if I were to do that, that mean my choices would be like, well, you know, I did stream the entirety of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 so that I could stream, so that I could, you know, be more prepared. Just say that I had 1 under my belt before playing through 3, which I do own. I could just play 3. And I'm just gonna say this here right now, right here, right now. What's that sound? Oh, it's the electricity. I heard sizzling and I was very confused. Oh, I forgot that they have the armored Lizalfos with the freaking axes, which is super cool. Oh, he gets up before you can do the... They also have blades on their tails, which are kind of crazy. Yeah, those guys are pretty nasty, all things considered. We got a lot more going on, which I appreciate. Ow! Oh crud, I meant to hold left. There we go. You know, I'm just saying, if we didn't have any arrows, would we just be soft locked? I mean, they put pots there to make sure, but like, you could just, maybe I'm inept, you know? Maybe I just like can't for the life of me hit a single arrow. Am I just screwed? Ugh. Why did they make them general motif spiders? Because they already had Skulltula, but you know, oddly enough, no Skulltulas. Like, clearly different types of spiders, intentionally. So I think that's interesting. Well, I like how they make them the OG spider, which is Goma. So like, these are just young Gomas. Although again, Goma never really looked like a spider. Ow. These guys are able to push me over? I mean, they're like the size of a small dog, I guess. Small dogs can be pretty mean, I suppose. I guess the name of the game is just if you see a bunch of those white spiders in a room, then get a chest, kill them all, get a chest. Oh, nice. Could use a compass, that's for sure. Yeah, the visual design of this dungeon is very nice. I don't know if this guy will stay down, but I'll throw him down ahead of time, just in case. Oh. Oh, wait! I heard ghost. Oh, these are scales. I wasn't sure. They look like they look like scales, which are often used in these sorts of settings. It's symbolism, man. It means like your soul's out of balance. See, or something. Not even. Well. How much does Link weigh? Oh, well, Link is also carrying around a bunch of stuff, to be fair. Ow. My dome. Oh. There we go. Well, this isn't a particularly pleasant place. Yoink. Ooh, that was a strange angle. I don't even remember seeing where we need to use a key. Well. Well, clearly we need this guy. Yeah. like the very classic Zelda traps. We got like blade spinners, we got rolling pins, we got B-moses and R-moses. Freaking ugly, awful spiders. You gotta just tap it every so often so you can stay running. Well, you know what these guys also kind of remind me of, like the pose they're sitting in, with the lines running through them. They remind me of the monks from Breath of the Wild. Which might be what they're supposed to depict. Nice, thank you very much. Oh. I broke all the pots. Oh, there's like freaking dudes up here. You know what, can you hookshot these guys? Nah. You know what I don't remember? I don't remember what the midpoint boss in this one is at all. And right on cue. Yeah, I genuinely just don't recall. It's gonna be a big statue, man? Oh no, of course, it's... Of course, it's a dark nut. That makes sense. Oh, this is sick. Look at this room. With the updated lighting, this is great. Oh, if we can, like... But now they have 2 phases. I love this. I love how they updated Dark Nuts. Ooh. Ow. Ow, ooh. Trying to mortal draw on a Dark Nut is probably not wise. Yeah, honestly, without any, if you didn't have any of the hidden skills, Dark Nuts in particular would be pretty hard fights, because you'd just be left with like your normal swings and like, or at least they would take a lot longer, I suppose. They might not be difficult necessarily. And now we have another weird, strange, unique Zelda item, which is the Dominion Rod. This one's actually pretty cool. Its uses are like. It's almost more niche than the spinner. I say almost because the Dominion Rod is actually like comes up and is a mandatory item for like an entire section of the game, unlike the spinner. Like outside of the temple, but we'll get to that when we get there. This amazing rod can infuse ancient statues with life. A statue brought to life will move like its master. Yeah, this is a very, very interesting... Honestly, I mean, I think you might use the spinner more times than the ball and chain, though. The ball and chain might be the most superfluous item. The ball and chain's whole deal is hit hard. The Dominion Rod, at least, is cool. Like, I mean, the ball and chain's cool, and the spinner is an interesting idea, but the Dominion Rod, like, what you do is really freaking cool. Because now... control some statues. And you get to have the statues do what you do, which is great. Now we gotta take this guy all the way back. I had to adjust him just a little bit. Okay, I'm gone. Oh yeah, but now that we have a guy with us, we can just kind of brute force some things, which I think is hilarious. better too. Oh, we could walk beside him. It's just satisfying to like throw the orb out too. Okay, my bad. Should have gone a little bit further back, clearly. Like you just get to say screw it. It's so funny. Oh, can't break just anything. We can't just destroy those though. Just outright. It's crazy to me. It's crazy that like we're in this elegant, regal, like ancient temple. We're back in time. These guys just do little hops. Even if you're up against a wall, you can kind of finagle it a little bit. There we go. I like the bell gong. Now there will be that one room to go back into in the central room once we get there. But we should also be able to get everything else we need to get, or get to everywhere else we need to get. Okay, now we really have to screw with some weight games. You know what? I have the stuff for it. There we go. That I just don't want to deal with these guys, you know? Sick. Come to me, my little bean. Yeah, you're in this like really nice, elegant, ancient place, and then you get this divine rod, power of the gods, and you just start to destroy everything in here. You just start to brute force your way. It's like the beginning of you just start to like all these puzzles and traps that you had to be smart about and maneuver your way through. You're just freaking throwing hands at that point. It's very much like what spoilers. I mean, for the very beginning, but spoilers are the same for Glass Onion, the Knives Out sequel that came out, which was very good, by the way. I think it was very good. I feel more strongly about it after the fact than maybe initially. I still like Knives Out better, but Glass Onion is definitely not only worth a watch. It's a very well-made movie. Had a very clear goal in mind. Has very clear themes. This was just very fun. Daniel Craig. I mean, everybody kills in that movie, but Daniel Craig in particular is just amazing to watch as the detective. But at the very beginning of that movie, everybody's doing all these really, like convoluted, kind of full of it puzzles, on this box, it cuts to one character who has the same box, who isn't communicating with everybody else, who's been working on the box. Everybody else has been communicating together. She hasn't been communicating with any of them on the box. She walks off screen, comes back with a hammer, smashes the whole thing to bits to get the message inside. It's amazing. That's basically what this feels like. It feels like we did the experience of doing all the puzzles and traps the intended way, and now we're walking back in with a hammer. Now there's more things to do here. There's a postal up there. Oh, maybe we're gonna be up top and we have to come back down. Mayhaps things will make sense on the other side. Oh, right, now we gotta... Now, can I smash these walls? I would doubt it. Ah, whoops, Oh, also the very classic switches, the diamonds that you use as switches. Very classic thing. We haven't really seen those in this game. So that's fun to see. Oh, nice. Okay, that's one heart piece. So there's still one more. We still don't have the compass, which is strange. We can't just destroy it. You've got to be kidding. That's so funny. Now we can't hit ourselves. Ow. Ow. I mean, okay, that Link would be dead if that actually happened, but you know, we're the chosen one, we're a great hero, blah blah blah. No, don't worry about it. Yeah, just gonna pop you on that, buddy. Oh, he's all the way up top. Fascinating. Ooh. Oh, that room. Yeah, okay. While this is set like this, let's get what we need going. Oh, we have to be in the center bit. I forgot that we need to be in the center bit to get the other statue. The other statue. Oh, no, we don't. No, we don't. Because we got this now. Okay, actually, let's knock out two birds with one stone. You know what I want to know, though? That actually doesn't make any sense? Giovanni's soul was separated into poles that were back in time? What? Why? That doesn't make any sense. Why was Giovanni's... How? How does Giovanni? Who does Giovanni? I don't rightfully understand how Giovanni's soul was separated into 60 pieces and then some of them were tossed backwards in time. Like, I don't get all that. Oh, we do need to... Silly me. Can't break with your arrow. This puzzle only goes one way. Okay, so first, going down. What is this up? Actually, whether it goes up or down doesn't really matter. Because it's going to be somebody that we can use to press a button either way. Now, that guy should just stay up there, right? He's not gonna leave, is he? If it would be really discouraging if he could leave. Now, okay, all right. Now, I can toss you over on this one, right? Okay, well, if I don't... I keep falling off of this. There we go. I wish I could do 2 at a time. That'd be great. Oh, and that's why there's a little dip right there. Nice. That's funny. Here we go. Not too bad, not too shabby. There's no, I mean, yeah, they clearly put those invisible walls there so you couldn't toss them over, but like, I don't know. I thought I was kind of thinking outside the box. Nice, okay, so that's both heart pieces. We need one more stamp, and we need one more postal. Oh, whoops. Could also really use a compass. The fact that we still haven't gotten a compass, has there been a compass in like a really obvious spot that I just haven't gotten to yet because I'm adult. I am not an intelligent man, you know? Wait, hold on. Can I keep going back this way? No. Well, wait. But there's a whole other thing up here. There's other things up there too. How do I get... Because there was a Poe in a chest up here. But wait, did I never go up there? I am confused. There's also another room up there. I'm gonna have to go back, because now we're just going down. Like, we're nearing the end of the dungeon. If we go down and just leave. So I need to go back. I'll see you in a bit. What the heck? Oh my gosh, it's the compass. Wait, what? I don't... What? But... did I just never open this? It was just sitting right there? I guess I never opened... Oh, and then so because I just walked through and cracked it open. Huh. I really never did that? I am so confused. I just never uncovered that wall? No wonder. I totally felt like I should have had... I was like, I definitely should have had the thing by now. Like, I was like, I totally should have the compass by now. Oh crud, there's 3 chests up here total? Oh man, I hope... Boy, do I hope that, Do I hope I don't need the big guy? Because if I have to cart the big guy all the way back up here... Oh, man. Okay, I'll see you in a sec. Once I figure this out. Okay, so I'm back here. And I see what's going on here. I understand. You can't hide from me anymore. I'm not afraid of you anymore. Need one of these guys. Come here. Come here. Crack in the wall. Aha, here we go. I understand now. You can't hide from me, video game. I'm the video game boy. I'm feeling a little weird tonight. Like I don't normally talk like this, at least not while I'm recording. I'm a video game boy. You can't stop the video game boy. I'm also a freaking furry. Ooh. Oh, I thought I was actually going to open it as a wolf. Why can't you let me open it as Wolfkin, dude? You're holding me back, Nintendo. Are you an alpha or beta or sigma or pigma? Oh, I actually had to come back here. Oh, well, this would have been really discouraging. This is actually mandatory. This is where the freaking yeah, this is where the boss key is. It's a little important. Oh. I was like, I don't understand. Man, it is pouring rain. It's been pouring rain since like 3 or 4 a.m. This morning. and it's still pouring rain, and it's well, apparently, I mean, apparently in Santa Cruz, was Santa Cruz or San Diego? Maybe both. Basically, any of the coastal towns, it's been the flooding is crazy right now. Because I mean, California, anywhere in California is just not equipped to handle this much rain, and so suddenly too. Oh, I remember this always used to confuse me a little bit, but you can use these. This is actually a very interesting, unique kind of way to do this. Hey, where's the other one? Oh. Literally just right outside of my sight line. However, I'm tempted to get some warm noms from DoorDash. And like, I feel bad for people who are like running around doing deliveries in the rain, but also like, if they're signed up to do DoorDash right now, that means like that they want, I mean, that not that they want to be driving out in the rain, just that like they are, well, I mean, no, yeah, you do it because you, like, they signed up for it, right? I don't really know. I don't really know what the morality of that is. In my brain, I'm like, well, I mean, people are adults. They can make they're making their own decisions. If they want to, ow. If they want to, you know. Wait, hold on. Am I going up? I'm going up. If they want to go out in the, if they sign up to go out in the rain and get food for people, then I feel like that's, you know, that's their decision, right? I don't know. Oh, that's the Poe. That was the last Poe. Wait, my thing says one more stamp, but I don't see an indicator of any more chests. We're about to be done with the dungeon. Hold on, maybe I miscounted? How many stamps should we have by the end of this? We should have 34. Out of 50, there's still so many more stamps to get. Oh no! Oh no, we got all the stamps. Silly me. I must have forgotten to cross it off when we got the last one. Okay, so I'm gonna get us back to the center room, and I'll see you in a sec. Oh, crud, I pulled this the wrong way. Anyway, we're back. And I'm going all the wrong ways. And there we go. You know, Mountain Dew and Mountain Dew Code Red combined just kind of taste like Mountain Dew. Kind of just tastes like Mountain Dew Code Red. Yeah. Whoops. Primarily. I really like this dungeon. This dungeon is, all the dungeons in the latter, like the second half of the game, are like particularly good, I feel. They really hit the mark both conceptually and mechanically, I feel like. Ow. Now this time you can kill spiders. Ow. Nice. And then I love how after all of this, the solution to opening this gate is to just freaking break it down. So funny. I like how they transfer for the things are instant too. Makes it feel very very like ethereal, very fantasy. It's just like at the moment it touches down, it lifts back up and they're gone. Very otherworldly, I think more specifically is what I'd like to say. Oh. See you, buddy. Yeah, we literally got, that was like all the chests. So we can just beeline it straight for the end. Honestly, I'm surprised that there's even a boss key to get in this dungeon when you could have just had this be the way to open the boss door. Would have been kind of cool that way too. Broken the mold again. And that's that. Oh, the Dominion Rod also kind of harkens back to having Oh, I love how, because now we're getting deeper down into the temple, and the deeper we go, the more dilapidated and run down it gets. Oh, I can't believe we got that. Yeah, well, you just sort of just kind of sprint through it, you know. There's these things hanging from these hooks and balls and hooks hanging from the side thing. I don't know. All the freaking dudes lining up on the walls too. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. I'll remember you. Oh, I forgot they usually drop fairies around here. Don't really need fairies though. Could free up a lantern just to some lantern oil. Fill up my lantern real quick. But yeah, okay, so that's that. And now we're good. Yeah, definitely a fun temple, fun motifs, fun idea to have you go back in time and go to the original Temple of Time and get like deeper within it, expand upon that a lot more. Ugh. Armagoma. It's Goma, but as an actually giant spider, and it's awful. And I dislike it. The music's sick, though. And, yeah, we gotta use... I love that you get to the way you use the Dominion Rod for this one. Hearing him crawl around is terrible. The fact that he's actually like a real giant spider now is pretty freaking awful. This is terrible. I don't know, and like something about the idea of oh, he shoots I forgot he shot eye lasers. That's crazy. Probably is going to use or shoot more freaking guys. Oh, I forgot that you can kind of get ahead of it though. And that's it. I love that. He does the flourish and everything. It's so silly. Oh, can I just... There we go. Screw you, man. We contextualized the eyeball a bit, too. This game, you know, I will say this game gets a little bit goofier in the latter half. Now that, I mean, the next thing we're going to be doing, we're going to be expanding on Uku and Uku Jr. finally, learning a bit more about their whole deal and their supposed sky village. Freaking the entire going through a creepy abandoned mansion that's home to like a loving Yeti couple that just want to snowboard with you and make soup. That whole section right there, it's this game is still a tried and true Zelda game at heart. It still just wants to have fun with it, and that's really what it's all about, right? 3 of the mirror shards are ours. Just one left. Link. You saw how nasty that monster was, right? The evil within the shards is more powerful than you can imagine. You know, we could easily... Oh, you know, we could be assembling something truly terrible here. Well, that's kind of felt like what we would do in the first time around with the fused shadows, so, you know, par for the course. It could be something that we'll ultimately have to destroy. We have to hurry. Let's find the last shard, Link. We have to reach the sky. That's what the last shard is supposed to be. You know, I don't know if anybody ever says this. The camera work in Zelda games is particularly good. In, like, all of them. They do some really, like, nice cinematic camera work. Like, a lot of dynamic shots. There we go. One more. Only 4 more hearts. We're at that point, everybody. We're at that point, people. It's coming to a head. She brings up an interesting point, though. Which is, we're putting together the thing that allows people to travel from the Light Realm to the Twilight Realm. However, it was made out of some evil magic, which also brings up the fact that, I mean, that's what the sages were using. The Twilight people didn't make this thing. They didn't make the mirror. And the sages presumably didn't make the mirror. Presumably they found the mirror, saw how evil it was, and then thought they were banishing people to some cursed realm. Or saw the maybe not even evil power of the mirror, but they saw that it had some dark power in it. It could be used for evil. It could have a dark influence on those around it, and thought they were banishing people to the underworld with it, which makes sense. But clearly the realm, the Twilight Realm beyond the mirror is just a place. It's just like this. It's just a different place. I think maybe what this game calls into question is, well, I mean, it's what they've been saying from the beginning. A sword holds no power unless the hand that wields it has courage, right? But then, a sword isn't evil. A sword does not have morals. It does not know right from wrong. It's the person who wields the sword that gets to choose what the sword is going to be used for, right? Maybe ultimately that's what this is all about, you know? That seems to be what the game is sort of drawing out for us, is this idea that the fused shadows, the power of the magic of the Twilight people, the power of the mirror, these things aren't evil in and of themselves. They're not inherently evil. It's just how they're used, right? Because Link was told, I mean, we were told by Lineru before the Water Temple, we were told by Lineru that, you know, whether it be the power of the Sacred Realm itself could be used against people. That's actually what Ganondorf did in Ocarina of Time. People made a grab for the power of the Triforce and the power of the Sacred Realm. Now, the power of the Sacred Realm is the power of light. It's the power of the gods, of the goddesses. It's the power of Helia. It's the power. The Triforce is the same thing. It's the power of the gods. And when wielded by Link and Zelda, it's used for good. It is a good power. It is a holy power. But then Ganondorf has it. It kept Ganondorf alive, and he used it to kill a sage, to stay alive and kill a sage. So, you know, but that doesn't mean that the power of the Triforce is suddenly evil. The power of the Triforce is not evil. The hand that wielded it used it for evil. And I think that's kind of the thing, right? So none of these things are bad in and of themselves. We're just seeing how they can be used. We're seeing what kind of monsters and nightmares they can bring to the people around them. We see how they can possess people. They can change people. They can change the land around them. They can curse entire areas. Not because they're evil, but because that's the way they're being used. And I mean, is that not what the whole game is essentially about? Midna is a member of the Twilight people. She's not bad. none of the people of Twilight are not bad inherently. They're not bad because they are willed to be evil. They were labeled as bad because some of their ancestors made a bad decision, made some bad choices, and now their entire group have been labeled as such, which is the same thing. You know, it mirrors the Gerudo people. In Ocarina of Time, we saw that, like, the Gerudos were all labeled as thieves. They were labeled as the enemy of the game, but then we saw that most of them were just falling in line with their current ruler. They just, you know, were doing. They were just falling in line with their ruler, who at the time was Ganondorf, and Ganondorf gave them the idea that they needed to be rising up against Hyrule and its people. But then, what was her name? Noboru? We met her, and she was trying to fight against Ganon. She was trying to fight against him and his ideals, because even she could recognize, despite how she was labeled, even she could recognize that what Ganon was doing was wrong. And she was fighting against that idea. So it's not like, oh no, all the Gerudos are not inherently evil because they're part of the Gerudo tribe. It's how the power of leadership at the time was wielded. How Ganondorf used his power, his leadership, to sway the people to do wrong. You are not bad. You're not born evil. You're not born bad. It's the choices you make along the way. Everybody has the potential for good and bad. It's all about what you do with your potential. It's what you do with your power that you wield. And hopefully the idea here is that between Link and Midna, they can use the power that they have been given. They can use their inherent power to make the choices to make the right choices. I think it's a really beautiful thing. Really beautiful message. And with that, that's the end of this for now. I'll see you next time. Sure there's nothing else you need to do, right? No, I think that's about it. If you want to see more, click all the things, all the bells and whistles to see more. I'll catch you next time. See ya.